Om Jnanatimidandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Sri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Iti Namine Prema Bhakti Rasanandam Kripasandhum Amananam Pragyapayantam Vande Sri Bhakti Vedanta Narayanam. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Bhaktya Vihina Paradalakshay Kshiptascha Kamadhitaranga Madhye Kripamayi Tvam Sharanam Prapanna Vrinde Numaste Charanarvindam Tavaivasmi Natjivami Tvaya Vina Iti Vigyaya Radhe Tvam Nayamam Charanantikam. So I first of all offer my tens of millions of Dandavat Pranams at the lotus feet of my Paramaradhyatma Gurudev, Nityalila Pravishta Sri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, and then at the lotus feet of my Nama and Guru and Shiksha Guru, Sri Srimad A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and then at the feet of all the assembled Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, and all of the Guru Varga and Vaishnavas in the world today. Please bless me that we can be inspired by sharing some Hari Katha. Sri Krishna has said in Bhagavad Gita, Matchitta Madgata Prana Bodhayanta Parasparam Katayantash Chamam Nityam Tushanti Charamanti Cha. What this means? You know this verse? Acha. Sri Krishna says, my devotees are always thinking of me. And Madgata Prana, what means Madgata Prana? Madgata Prana means their lives are always invested in me. They have given their lives to me. They don't know anything other than me. And they are always talking about me. Oh, you know, there is something that Krishna did. There is some quality of Sri Krishna. There is some quality of Krishna's name. You know, Bolo Hari Hari Mukunda Murari, Rama Krishna Hayagriva. All of these names have so much ras, so many leelas associated with them. Devotees are always enlightening one another. We don't want to be engaged in gossip and mundane affairs and talking and criticizing and complaining. Gurudev used to say 3 C's. Don't criticize, don't complain, only chant. Chant means chant Harinam, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And always chant Hari Katha. Always tell each other Hari Katha. We can sit, we can read, one person can read, the other person can listen. This is very sublime, it is very easy. So today is a very special day, very auspicious. Today is the disappearance of Srila Raghunandana Thakur. It is also the disappearance of Srila Vamsidas Babaji Maharaj. So we can also. I knew one devotee named Raghunandan. He was the brother of Bhumipati Prabhu, our very dear Bhumipati Prabhu, my senior god brother, very staunch devotee who has given so much contribution in Krishna consciousness, who was inspiring so many devotees with his Hari Katha. and regular programs he's been doing for what, 18, 19 years now, along with Mukunda Prabhu. So Raghunandana Thakur was an associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There was one devotee named Sri Mukunda Das. Sri Mukunda Das was a Vaidya, Ayurvedic physician. He was one of the court physicians in the court of the Muslim king. He lived in Sri Khand. And he was doing some medical service, medical consultation for the king. And someone was fanning the king with peacock fan. Mukunda Das saw the peacock feather and he thought of Krishna and he fainted in ecstasy. Fainting is one of Ashtasattvic Vikar. When the devotee comes in the stage of Rati, Vishuddha Sattva. What is Vishuddha Sattva? Who can tell me what is Vishuddha Sattva? What is Vishuddha Sattva? Vishuddha Sattva is the combination of Hladini Shakti and Samvit Shakti. Like a bolt of lightning, like an electrical charge, like a much more than fiber optic cable bringing high-speed internet to a godforsaken village, it connects in the heart. And this cable charge brings from Golok Vrindavan the current of Rati. What is Rati? Rati is also called Bhav. It is the sprout of Prema, Prema Ankura. When the devotee has come in the stage of Rati, there is practically no contamination left. This Rati will come, the Vishuddha Sattva touching the heart causes 8 types of transformation. To make a long story short, it is the space element in the body coming in contact with that pure spiritual substance, Vishuddha Sattva, causes fainting. That is the thing. So, Mukunda Das saw the peacock feather. This is called Uddipan. It is a stimulus. Oh, I have seen the peacock feather, I remember Krishna. This is the stage of a devotee who is in the stage of Rati. We read in Madhurya Kadambini. Madhurya Kadambini is a book by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, which is giving the expansion of 2 verses by Srila Rupa Goswami. Adav Shraddha Tata Sadhu Sango Tabhajana Kriya Tato Nartanivritti Sya Tato Nishta Ruchistada Tata Saktis Tato Bhava Tata Prema Vyudanchati Sadhakanam Ayam Premna Pradur Bhave Bhave Krama. So what is the goal of Krishna consciousness? Is the goal of Krishna consciousness to go to back to Godhead? To go to Vaikuntha? What is the goal? What is the goal? So if it is not... Prem. Exactly. So in this body, can Prem come? No. It is not possible for Prem to come. But it is like if I want to go to a very exotic location, let's say I want to go to Fiji. Oh, it's expensive. You have to get a ticket. You'll have to fly to someplace in Australia or New Zealand, and then you have to get another flight from there to Fiji, or maybe from Hawaii. If I had a ticket in my hand, person, I could not have, someone has bought me the ticket, I have the ticket in my hand. I am pretty much as good as there. So this Premankura, the sprout of Prem, it is like I have the ticket in my hand. Someone, the story of Bharat Maharaj is given, meaning that we have to be, even if someone on the stage of Rati may have some fall down. But Bharat Maharaj, he was not any ordinary devotee, and his apparent fall down, where he became a deer, he became overly attached to a deer. So Bharat Maharaj was in the stage of rati. He was doing bhajan, he was in the stage of rati, and he was exhibiting ashtasattvic vikar, transformations in his body and mind. And what happened? Oh, one day as he was doing bhajan, there was a pregnant deer who was leaping across the river because a tiger was coming after her to devour her. And hearing the tiger, "Rawr!" and the mother deer was very fearful, and she jumped, and in jumping, she lost her baby who fell in the river, and then the mother deer died. He saw this. He saw, oh dear. The baby deer is now anath, meaning orphan. What will I should do something, because devotee's heart is naturally very soft. Devotee is developing love for Krishna. Devotee does not become hard-hearted. Some people think that to become advanced in Krishna consciousness, we should do more tapasya. We should become very austere. We should become sannyasis. And we should be very, very austere and waste and become like this, because we are so austere. This is like the path of the Shankarites, Mayavadis. They say, let us become very austere and we will give up all types of connection to this world, and eventually we will become fit for mukti, sayujya mukti. What have the personified Vedas said? Nirvitamarun manokshadridayo kayujo hridayan munaya upasate tararayo piyayo smaranat striya uragendra bhoga bhujadanda vishakta dhiyo vayamapite sama samadrishong risaroja sudha. There are certain persons who want to do very hard tapasya so that they will attain the same goal achieved by demons who are slain by the Sudarshan Chakra of the Lord. But instead, the cowherd damsels of Vraj, the gopis, their minds are always distracted and filled with thoughts of being embraced by the beautiful arms of Sri Krishna, which are shaped like the bodies of the kings of serpents. We wish to become like particles of dust on the lotus feet of those gopis. The Shruti, personified Vedas, take the form of Devis, and they are offering these prayers. We shall hear a little bit later about these personified Vedas and becoming Shruti-chari gopis. So, devotee is very soft-hearted because devotee gives their life. Let me please Krishna. I will do this because it is pleasing to Krishna. Sometimes someone asks, why do we give up eating eggs? Eggs are not going to be the living thing. No, it is an unclean thing and it is not pleasing to Krishna. Krishna doesn't like eggs. Krishna doesn't like onions. Krishna doesn't like garlic. We give these things up. We want to please Krishna. Let me do something out of love. Like if you have a partner, someone who loves something very much and you want to please them more than anything else, you will offer them things that they like. So we want to be in love with Krishna, in love with service, in love with serving Hari, Guru, Vaishnavas. This is actually an exchange of love. Dadati pratigrihnati guhyam akyatik pritchati bhunkte bhojayate chaiva shadvidam priti lakshanam. So these are the symptoms of love. So Bharat Maharaj was full of love, and his love was completely unselfish. This is the other problem. It's not just that we can be, oh, I'm going to be very lovey-dovey. Hello, I'm lovey and dovey and lovey and dovey. And if I'm just lovey-dovey enough, then everything is good because we're all lovey-dovey here. No. We have to understand that Krishna is the object of our love. And Shri Shri Radha Krishna are the goal and supreme object of our worship. And that it is Srimati Radhika who is the embodiment of Krishna's Ladini Shakti. And it is only by the grace of Yogamaya, by the manifestation of bhakti within the heart of devotees. Bhakti is not something you can do a self-study program. You can't go on the internet and buy a bhakti self-study program. Bhakti comes how? By the grace of who? Guru and Vaishnavas. Vaishnava, who is very elevated, may become Guru, and Guru must be an elevated Vaishnava. It is by the kripa of devotees that bhakti can come in the heart. But bhakti, when bhakti comes in the heart of a devotee, she is very tender, like a very baby. You know, you've seen sometimes a little baby tulsi will sprout. What do you do with baby tulsi? Oh, you have to be very careful. Not too much water, a little bit of water. Don't let her become cold. And then when she's about maybe this tall, you can very gently, carefully take her, dig her up with a spoon, put her in a little cup with some soil, let her grow, let her become bigger, put her in a bigger pot. And this is how the bhakti creeper is within the heart. If you go and step on little baby plant, oh, it will be flattened. It won't survive. And this is the state of our bhakti creeper. If we criticize, if we are too absorbed in mundane affairs, if we become hard-hearted, if we do not regularly water our heart by hearing and chanting, then bhakti creeper doesn't grow. It withers. It will die. Especially if we commit Vaishnava Aparad. We should always avoid this. So Bharat Maharaj, he was in this position where he saw baby deer, and he was very soft-hearted naturally. And of course, he knew everything, not just enough to be lovey-dovey, but he knew everything. All truths were revealed. Jnana and Vairagya are the sons of bhakti. There is in Padma Purana the Srimad Bhagavata Mahatmya. And there it is described, Jnana and Vairagya, they are the sons of bhakti. Why? Because from bhakti come jnana and vairagya. If you have a lot of jnana and a lot of vairagya, a lot of detachment, a lot of knowledge, does it produce bhakti? No, not even slightly. But if someone who has bhakti, automatically they have jnana and vairagya. So Bharat Maharaj had compassion. He thought, oh, let me help this baby deer. So he rescued the deer from the river. He gave it some cow's milk. He kept it safe so that wild dogs and tigers wouldn't come and eat it. But over the time, he became attached. He was nourishing the deer, keeping it on his lap, and he became attached. He became too much attached to the deer. Why this happened? He is a devotee who was in the stage of rati. Nobody falls down from rati. What to speak of the idea that someone will fall from Goloka Vrindavan who is in the state of prem, who is in the state of vastu siddhi? This is actually entirely an offensive idea. The idea that anyone falls from Goloka Vrindavan is completely offensive, because it means we are saying that the Swarup Shakti is not real shelter. It has been stated by our acharyas very clearly, unless it is the will of Bhagavan. Jai and Vijay, they fell, they were cursed. And Yudhishthira Maharaj, who was such a highly intelligent devotee, asked Narada Muni, nobody falls from the abode of the Lord. How is it possible that Jai and Vijay, by the curse of Brahmins, had to come to this world? And so the answer was given. It was the arrangement, it was the will of Bhagavan that they should come and provide some very good sport. When Krishna came in the wrestling arena of Kamsa, Krishna and Balaram had just killed Kuvalayapida. Kuvalayapida was such a powerful elephant. He was one elephant as strong as 1,000 regular elephants. Super elephant, the mighty Hathi. And the Krishna and Balaram killed him and pulled his tusks out, and they were carrying them in, and they came in the arena like two very famous wrestlers. Kamsa had a plan. He thought, I will kill this Krishna, who will be my death otherwise. But Krishna came, and when everyone saw him, they were all enchanted. Kamsa saw him, oh, this is my death personified. These big wrestlers, Chanura and Mushtaka, very, very powerful asuras, very powerful, very big ripped arms. And they were seeing these little young boys who were only about 11 years old enter. And they were thinking, oh, this is someone to fight with. And Brajavasis were sitting there. Ladies of Mathura were thinking, oh, look at this person. He's so attractive. He is like Cupid himself. They thought, look how beautiful he is. And everyone was seeing Krishna entering the arena in different ways. And then Krishna began to fight with Chanura, and Baladevji fought with Mushtaka. Krishna was enjoying this. Oh, it's a very nice wrestling match. I like having this wrestling match. Others were saying, this is very unfair. Why are you having these huge, giant wrestlers fighting with these soft, tender young boys? But Krishna was enjoying it. Now there is also a question. This question has been raised by Srila Jiva Goswami in commentaries on Anyabhilashita Shunyam Jnana Karmadi Anavritam. This verse by Srila Rupa Goswami from Sri Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu gives us the definition of pure bhakti. And then the question comes, if Chanura is wrestling with Krishna and it is giving Krishna pleasure, is this not bhakti? And the answer is no. Why? Because Chanura was trying to kill Krishna. So it was not done favorably. It was not done anukulyena. But then another question comes. Krishna was sitting on the lap of Mother Yashoda. Krishna had an appetite for her milk. What is the milk of Mother Yashoda? Is it ordinary breast milk? Anything ordinary? No. It is Vatsalya Prem in liquid form. Pure Vatsalya Prem. How much Vatsalya Prem does Yashoda Maya have? It is unlimited. How much appetite for Yashoda Maya's Vatsalya Prem does Krishna have? Unlimited. His little stomach of little baby Krishna has unlimited capacity to drink the Vatsalya Prem of Yashoda Maya. Krishna does not want anything. Guru Maharaj once said, no, Krishna doesn't want your dal and chapatis. He wants your love. Yashoda Maya was giving Krishna so much pure love, maternal love, and Krishna wanted to drink it. Unlimited appetite. But Yashoda Maya had some milk on the stove. Yashoda Maya had plans for that milk. She was going to make some sandesh, rasgulla, other types of very delicious lip-smacking sweets for Krishna. Because she was thinking, my breast milk alone is not enough. My Kanhaiya will become very thin. His cheeks won't be rounded and very beautiful. I must give him such beautiful, lip-smackingly delicious sweets. The milk was seeing all of this going on. There is a competition. Krishna is wanting to drink the Vatsalya Prem of Yashoda Maya, and Yashoda Maya has unlimited Vatsalya Prem to give Krishna. The milk on the stove thought, because the milk on the stove is conscious, everything is conscious in spiritual realm. I have no chance. I might as well give up my life And so it began to climb out of the pot and jump into the fire. I will enter the fire because my life is useless. I have no place. When Yashoda Maya saw this, she put Krishna down and she went to stop the milk from boiling over. Was Krishna pleased by this? No. His lower lip began to tremble. His eyes became reddish like the rising sun. And he became determined that he was going to do something very, very naughty. And so he went stomping off to look for something to do that would show Maya that she could not do this to him. Of course, we know about this Damodar Leela. But now, how is this pure bhakti? Because Krishna Anushilanam. Yashoda Maya put Krishna down, and putting Krishna down was not pleasing to Krishna, not at all. But she was doing it purely for Krishna's pleasure. We do so many things for our pleasure. I am uncomfortable. I will change this. I will arrange this. I will get something for me to eat according to what I like. I will do this, that, and the other. I will look at things that I like to look at. I like to enjoy and do so many things. But Yashoda Maya is only looking at everything in terms of can I give this to Krishna? Yashoda Maya has special grass. You know, we hear that Yashoda Maya has special grass. We think it is like this grass outside, Kentucky bluegrass or whatever kind of grass can survive in the Florida heat. No. It is more like sugarcane. It is a very tall, juicy grass, full of rust, and the cows love to eat this grass. And eating this very beautiful, juicy, sweet grass, the cows give special milk. Yashoda Maya has special cows who eat special grass and give special milk. And she is taking that special milk and she is making things for Krishna. Rasgulla, Sandesh, Rabri, Rasmalai, so many, Gulab Jamun, ghee, so many things, and she is doing all of this for Krishna. We have no concept. Sometimes we like to say, I am doing a service. It is my service. I am doing this service and that service and the other service. But really, service means, seva means that I am doing this out of love. I am purely motivated by love, not any kind of concept of selfishness and others will praise me and say nice things to me and I will get some advantage. No, it means I only want to please Krishna. There's nobody else has to see it or anything like that. And also, seva means that I see my position. It is my position to give pleasure to Krishna. This is the real meaning of seva. So without doing sadhana, there is no seva. It is just karma yoga, right? I was watching, Gurudev was here in Alachua, first time he came, and he was asking, what is the meaning of in Ramananda Samvad? So Krishna says, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati. He is saying that you can offer me a fruit, a flower, a leaf, some water, I will accept. And then what is the defect here? What is the problem? Someone may think, I am offering. It is mine that I am the doer. Seva means we have given up all such ideas. And, Krishna is giving me the ability. It is Krishna Shakti, and it is that bhakti which resides in the heart by the grace of Srimati Radhika. So, by this, I can do something, I can offer. So, Bharat Maharaj had this incident with the deer, started with, oh deer, and it ended up with attachment to deer, and in his next life, he became a deer. But this is not normal. If a human becomes any animal. They don't remember anything. They have become simply the animal. Like someone is too much attached to their dog, they become a dog. And the dog sees the squirrel and goes bonk, bonk, and it will go chasing. And it sees the female dog and it goes running after. It sees a car and it says, and it goes running after the car. These are all the things the dog does. Dog has no consequences for acting according to its nature. But Bharat Maharaj, this was only arranged by Yogamaya so that devotees will understand two things. One, don't try to do Nirjan Bhajan. What does Nirjan Bhajan mean? What does Nirjan Bhajan mean? Solitary bhajan. Always be with others. Be with others who are swajatiya snigdha, who are of the same goal, who have the same goal. It doesn't mean we have to reject everyone, but for our bhajan, we must be with those who do have the same goal, right? And secondly, we should and we should not become attached to anything. So for this purpose, it was arranged. How do we know it was Yogamaya who arranged it? Because Bharat Maharaj, while being a deer, was only thinking about, oh, I have lost my path of bhajan. When I will come, I don't want to make this mistake again. And in his next life, he took birth in a Brahmin family, and he, from birth, remembered his previous births, and he did not say anything. People thought he is a pagal, crazy person, dysfunctional, and his brothers treated him badly. And like they would give him the remnants of food that they had already eaten, and he didn't care. He didn't mind. He thought, I don't want to be involved with other people who are talking mundane topics. And he was finally cast out, and he was wandering the countryside. And oh yeah, the Dakus, yes. So there were some Dakus who saw dacoits, yes. The dacoits saw him, and they wanted to make a human sacrifice. This is not anything recommended, but they were like bad tantric black magic people, you know. And so he went with them easily, no problem. They bathed him, they put garlands on him, they put fresh clothes, they put scents, and then they led him in their temple of goddess Bhadrakali, and they were going to offer his head. They had a big khadga. You know what is khadga?
For cutting head, there is special.
It is a special, it is a type of khadga. Khadga, you know, it is a hard word. Say khadga. Yeah, exactly. Yes, hard word, and it's a very evil-looking kind of axe-like sharp knife. Worse than that, something that looks like it was for cutting someone's head off. It has like a moon shape. It was a moon shape. You know, crescent shape is like this.
Same thing.
Same thing. It is, they were about to cut his head off, and they were just lifting this khadga. And what do you think? Bhadrakali saw this. Here is this great devotee, and he is about to have his head cut off by these people who think they are my devotees and I will give them blessings. Oh, she burst asunder and grabbed that khadga and chopped off the heads of all of those dacoits who were there. Are you all liking this narration? Yeah. And then blood was spurting out, and her associates, because Goddess Kali, she is a pure Vaishnavi. She does not take fish, eggs, or even blood of dacoits. Alcohol, no. But her associates, who are witches and like sorceress, dakinis, yes, they were lapping up all, okay, this is for them. If someone is doing this Kali worship and they are thinking that I will please Kali, actually it is one of these witches and sorceress spirit. They can get some power to their simpleton person. And he was carrying it, but sometimes they would come across a place where there were ants going across the path. And Jad Bharat would like dance around the ants. You know, the ants dance around the ants. He would not step on the ants because he didn't want to kill them. And the king was saying, "What's this? What's this? What's going on? Why are you doing the dance around the ants? What is wrong with you?" And the king began to chastise him. Is there something wrong with you? Don't you see what's going on? And then, for the first time in his life, Jad Bharat spoke up. Raghunandana Thakur na chejayane vachalagni suryair mahiyasam padarajobhishekam nishkinchananam navranita yavat. O Rahugana, one cannot achieve perfection even by doing great tapasya or anything like that. Only if one will take bath in the dust feet of a great devotee. Now, Rahugana was actually intelligent and he understood, okay, this person is a Mahatma. And he now said, I surrender to you. He gave respect. I am sorry. I engaged in carrying my pen. And he took instruction from Jad Bharat. So this has a little digression from talk. Behavior. But Mukundadas hid this from him. He didn't say, oh, I am a great devotee of Krishna and I was feeling so much separation. So Mukunda said, oh, I have a vata disorder, epilepsy. I have a vata disorder. Sometimes I faint. Sometimes I pass out. So it's nothing. Don't worry about it. But the king understood that Mukundadas is actually a very elevated Vaishnav, and he gave him respect and said, oh, you can go now. I'm sorry. So every year, Mukunda, Madhava, and Narahari Sarkar would go to Jagannath Puri. So in Rath Yatra, there's so much dancing. In that time, the Rath Yatra was already a very big festival. Now, if you go, I don't know if it is even possible to dance in front of the Rath Yatra cart.
It's possible if you don't mind. You know,
2 million,
people around you.
2 million people around you, yes.
2 million?
Yeah. In Vrindavan. He was always very austere. He would bathe in cold water, even in cold weather, even while he was sick. And he had 2 bags, and in one of them he had his Gaurnitai deity, and in the other one he had Sri Radha Govinda. Sometimes he would take the deities out of his bag, worship them with mantras, and again keep them inside. He did his deity worship very spontaneously. We cannot imitate the activities of Srila Vamsidas Babaji Maharaj. He also, it is said that outside his bhajan kutir, he would keep some fish bones so that people come there, they would want to come and get some blessings. Oh, Babaji, how Krishna was playing on his flute and attracting the gopis. One day he saw an elephant coming down the street, and people were giving some money to the elephant. And he began singing, Say Sambandha Nahi Jat, Brita Janma Ke Lotar, Ekoshu Bodha Durachar. If one does not have a sambandh with Nitya, with Nityananda, then their human life is wasted, and they are just like an animal. He was thinking of himself like this, like, I am no better than this elephant. I am no better than an animal because I am not doing bhajan. So this is the business, this is the position of Adhikari. Uttama Adhikari is that devotee who sees that everyone else is serving